Wow, what's that? I'm the funniest and most attractive guy you've ever met? Man, thanks, Jennifer Lawrence. Sorry, I gotta go teach a class. Sorry about that, guys. My girl was on the phone. Hey, welcome to Mr. Donna's classroom. And in my classroom today, we're talking about analogies. Now, some of you may be confused on what an analogy is. So what I want you to do is turn to somebody to the right, to the left, or behind you. I really don't care. But I'm dead serious about this. I want you to talk for about 15 seconds and see if you guys can come up with what an analogy is. Go ahead and talk right now. Alright, so hopefully you talked and hopefully you have an idea of what an analogy is, but if you're confused, don't worry. I'm going to help you understand it better right now. Okay, class, so in your writer's notebooks, write down in lit terms analogies. Analogies. They're pairs of words that are related to each other. So for example, baseball glove, hand, shoe, foot. So baseball glove and shoe, they are both items, whereas hand and foot, they are both body parts. But see how all those things are related. We would not say baseball hat and arm, whereas arm is also a body part just like hand and foot. It has no relation to the baseball hat. So yeah, guys, that's word analogies. It's like saying Kim Kardashian is to not so bright, whereas Albert Einstein is to very bright. So here's a few more examples about word analogies. Hopefully it helps you out a little bit. Alright, the first one. Chicago is to Illinois as Denver is to... If you're thinking C, Colorado, you got it right. So let's look at the next one. It's a little bit more difficult. Infant is to child as dog is to puppy, sister is to brother, or adolescent is to adult. If you chose C, adolescent to adult, you are correct. Now, let's look at the last one before we go on to the activity. Giraffe is to mammal as Daisy is to rose, grasshopper is to insect, or feline is to cat. So yeah, guys, analogies are very important. They help you with your context clue skills. They help you with your literary analysis skills. So before we move on to the activity, go ahead and pause the video right here. Ask the teacher any questions that you need to before we move on to the activity. It's activity time. So wave to the person in the front of your row. No, I'm serious, wave to them. Because they are going to be your team captain today. We are working in rows. So your row is your group. Now, like I said, the person in the front is going to have flashcards A, B, and C because we're going to be doing 5 questions. They're going to have A, B, or C answers. Now the person in the back of the row, you should have a piece of copy paper, notebook paper, hopefully something that the teacher has provided you. I need you to do this 3x3 chart for me. Okay, put an X here, put 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, pretty simple. I'll explain the B and C in a second here. So after you get that filled out, I'm going to show questions up on this video, right? Now, for example, the person at the back of the row, we're going to be writing down answers and handing the paper to the person in front of you. Now, the reason we're writing them down on paper instead of talking out loud is because you don't want the group next to you to steal your answer. So, for example, question 1. The person in the back row thinks it's B. They write it down, and they hand it to the person in front of them. Now, the person in front of them doesn't have to agree with it. Maybe they think the answer is C. they put the answer C right there, hand it to the other person in front of them, and so on and so forth till the paper gets to the team captain. So the team captain looks at the answer choices, holds up a flashcard with what he thinks is he or she thinks is the right answer, and that is what the row goes with. Now, team captains, I will tell this to you: if the whole row chooses B, and you think it's A, and you raise A, and the answer ends up being B, I wouldn't want to be you. But I'm just saying, you have your group that help you out there, work as a group, but in the end, it's up to the team captain. They have the flashcard. So they could either save you or break you, but either way, it's group work, and I hope it's fun. I hope this activity, you'll like it. So once we get this filled out, we'll move on to the activity. Good luck, and may the best team win. Alright, class, so the first question, it's worth 100 points. It's a sequence analogy. Word pairs show a relationship between one another, action, item, or event, and another that comes commonly after. So, wash, dry, appetizer, is it A, snack, B, dessert, or C, food? You have 10 seconds to hold up A, B, or C row leader. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The correct answer is B, dessert. Alright, we're on question 2. Pass those papers to the back so your group can answer. Alright, so this is an object description analogy. So an example of an object description is like sailboat triangular or earth circular. Okay, so we have mountain high, ocean A, waves, B, lake, or C, deep. In an object description analogy, the word pairs show a relationship between either an object and its description, or a description and then the object being described. You have 10 seconds to wrap this one up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The answer is C, deep. C, deep is the answer. Alright, let's get those sheets passed back, and we'll be on question number 3 next. So question 3 is worth 300 points. In this analogy, juice is to orange, as beef is to steer, milk is to cow, or apple is to core. Juice is to orange, as A, beef to steer, B, milk the cow, or C, apple to core. You have 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the correct answer for this analogy is B, milk the cow. B is the correct answer. Question 4 is next. Question 4 for 400 points. Okay. Annoy is to pester, as laugh is to cry, entertain to muse, or laugh is to happy. You have 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The correct answer is B. Entertain and amuse. Annoy and pester, those are both actions. Now, laughing and crying are both actions, but they don't really have too much to deal with each other. Now, laugh and happy do, but happy is not an action, it's an emotion. So the correct answer is B, to entertain and to amuse, because they are both actions and they both relate to each other. Question 5, here it comes. Alright guys, fifth and final question. Hopefully we know that by now, analogies are pairs of words that are related to each other. Your job is to find two words that are related to each other in the same way, guys, okay? So, this last one, accumulate, increase. So is it A, squander, decrease, B, rich or poor, C, grow or shrink? Where is the relation, guys, in A, B, or C, according to accumulate and increase? For 500 points, you have 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So when you accumulate something, guys, when you accumulate the amount of coins you have, you're increasing the amount of coins you have. So the correct answer here is A, squander and decrease. So for example, in a football game, when you squander yardage, when you squander touchdowns, and you're ahead by a lot, you are decreasing your lead. So squander and decrease A, that is the correct answer. Alright, that's going to do it for Mr. Dona's classroom today. I really hope you learned something about analogies. Now the rest of the class, we're going to be focusing even more on analogies. This was just your warm-up into it. So hopefully you learn more about analogies today. See you next time on Mr. Dona's classroom.